Off in the Alydar. American Tattoo had a very good start and goes out to the early lead in the race to the first turn. Tour de Force is sent along after him, though, and on the outside is Backyard Heaven as Tom's Deta takes back and sits fourth around that first turn. And then it's a length and a half farther back to Candy Graham, Watterson, and You're to Blame are next, and it's 4 to Golden Brown. Carlino is the early trailer. So on to the backstretch they go, and it is Tour de Force the leader. A 22.9 opening quarter mile. They are winging up front. The lead is 2 lengths onto the backstretch. Backyard Heaven on the outside, grabs second. American Tattoo is back running in third on the inside. Break of 3, and then it's Tom's Deta, followed by Candy Graham, who's 6 lengths from the turn in front. A 2-length lead as they arrive at the 8th pole. Wooderson is second, Backyard Heaven is third on the inside, and Golden Brown is fourth. Tom's Deta and Joel Rosario come by the 16th pole with a 2-length lead. Wooderson chasing him home. Tom's Deta takes the Alydar in hand at the end. Wooderson was second, Golden Brown was third. A photo between Carlino and Backyard Heaven behind them.
And they're off into Haggard Fayette. Everfast, Mosquito Rojo, Bal Harbor right there, Mr. Freeze, Tom's Deta, all showing early speed as they head for the first turn. Mr. Freeze moves up the inside, has the early lead. Tom's Deta glows a close-up second into the turn. Everfast is third, angles down toward the rail to try to save some ground. Another length and a half. Mosquito Rojo to the far outside. 3 lanes off the rail. In fourth by a neck. Bal Harbor wants to move on and moves up in between horses from fifth into third. Just a length and a half off the lead. Further back, Own Agenda is sixth. The Great Day, seventh toward the inside. Tenfold is eighth. Core Beliefs ninth. 23.53 seconds. The time for the first quarter. Tom's Deta alongside of Mr. Freeze matching strides. That's the battle for the lead. Bal Harbor 2 lengths off the front pair in third. Everfast fourth toward the inside. Own Agenda is fifth in between horses. Mosquito Rojo sixth to the far outside, starts moving up within 4 lengths of the lead, but will be wide onto the far turn. Tenfold the Great Day, Core Beliefs 47.81 seconds the time for the first half mile. Mr. Freeze, Tom's Deta continue to go at it for the top spot around the far turn. Tom's Deta has a head in front now. Gap of 2.5 more back to Bal Harbor, who is third and not responding yet to the urging from Tyler Gaffalione as they come to the top of the stretch. Mr. Freeze against the rail. Tom's Deta to the outside. These two continue their struggle for the lead. A gap of 5 back to Bal Harbor in third. Own Agenda in fourth. And then Mosquito Rojo and Core Beliefs. Tom's Deta into the final furlong. Wrestles the lead away from Mr. Freeze, and Tom's Deta is on his way to winning the Haggard Fayette. Tom's Deta, 4 wins today for Joel Rosario. Mr. Freeze home second, Bal Harbor third, Own Agenda across the line in fourth.
And they're off in the Clark. Major Cabby from mid-pack breaks 12. Fact finding is there. Mr. Freeze, Bravazzo, Mr. Buff, they're all up close. Tom's Deta backs off by us the first time. Fact finding at Mr. Buff. They go on with it now. To their outside is Mr. Freeze racing in third. Major Cabby settles inside while fourth. Bravazzo comes away racing in fifth. Tom's Deta sixth and down inside early on. Mosquito Rojo races up into seventh. That is Draft Pick in eighth. Snapper Sinclair in ninth. And at the back are Seeking the Soul and Owendale, the last of them all. 10 lengths from top to bottom. The opening quarter, swift. 23 seconds flat. Mr. Buff has made the lead, but had to run hard to get there. Opens up a length and a half with 5 furlongs to go. Mr. Freeze is tracking the pace. So is Major Cabby while in between. Fact finding is buried at the inside in fourth. Bravazzo's racing in fifth and moves up on the far outside. Farther out than that is Mosquito Rojo. Tom's Deta's at mid-pack and bottled up in behind horses. Draft Pick follows that one. Seeking the Soul has moved up just a bit. Snapper Sinclair and Owendale at the back of the pack. So they're around the far turn. The half and 47 and 2. Mr. Buff the leader with 3 furlongs to go. Mr. Freeze is right there. Bravazzo's got a shot. Major Cabby's in behind. Mosquito Rojo is winding up on the outside. Tom's Deta decisively from fourth and now third and now second. And coming up on the outside as they come off the turn, Mr. Freeze has to fend off Tom's Data, who's rallied to the front with 3/16 to go. Mr. Freeze is battling on, though. Major Cabby's farther back in third. Owendale trying to weave through the pack with Draft Pick. There's 1 furlong to go. Tom's Data's got a 4-length lead at the 16th pole. Mr. Freeze trying to hold for second, but Tom's Data has conquered the Clark. Wrapped up in the end to win it by 3. Tight for second. Owendale came flying.
They're in the gate. And they're off. And Tom's Data with an alert start from mid-pack, but Pirates Punch, as expected down inside, comes on to take the lead, but Tom's Data's not far behind, is right there, seconded outside. Alcatom comes away third toward the rail. By My Standards is racing fourth at about 4 lengths off the lead and 2 lengths off Tom's Data for the run of the clubhouse turn. And then it's Multiplier settling in toward the rail, while fifth, Silver Dust far off the pace, racing sixth and 5 lengths back. 2 more back to Owendale, and late running Fearless is the last of them all. So it is anticipated pacemaker Pirates Punch heading to the backstretch run, leads by a length in the opening quarter, reasonable 23 and 4/5 seconds. The pace is not fast, and Tom's Data not far behind this pace, second and right there outside with 5 furlongs to go. A half a length back By My Standards has moved up to be third outside. Alcatom is down inside racing fourth. Multipliers right there in the thick of it, running along in fifth and only 2.5 lengths off the lead. Then it's Silver Dust about 5 lengths off the leaders. Owendale started to make some progress. Fearless is far behind. Round the far turn, Tom's Data's coming after Pirates Punch. And these two knocking heads round the far turn. By My Standards looms in third outside. Asked to go now, but Tom's Data willingly has taken the lead. Tom's Data opens up to lead by 2. By My Standards and Pirates Punch battling it out second and third. Silver Dust is now fourth. They're off the turn. Tom's Data shaken up to a 3-length lead. By My Standards is trying hard, but he's still second. Silver Dust is third. Multiplier trying to come on late for fourth, but with a 16th to go, it's total domination for Tom's Data. Tom's Data scores by 4. By My Standards was second. Silver Dust was third. Multiplier was fourth. That's 4 in a row for Tom's Data, and the Breeders' Cup down the road, too.
And they're off. Oh, and Tom's Data stumbled at the start and is trailing the field. Tom's Data, the favorite, is fifth as the field goes into the clubhouse turn. And the early leader here will be Mr. Buff. Mr. Buff is on top with Improbable Racing in second. By My Standards is next in third. Then Code of Honor. And after that beginning, Tom's Data is the trailer in fifth. It's New York bred Mr. Buff, the leader here by almost 2 lengths. The quarter, 25 seconds. It's a slow pace here with him to Code of Honor. And 2.5 more to Tom's Data. And now the field is midway up the backstretch, and it is long shot Mr. Buff in front here by a length. Improbable runs in second, then By My Standards next in third. Farther back it is Code of Honor, and Tom's Data continues to race last. With a half mile in 49 and 3, Mr. Buff will lead the field into the far turn. Improbable has been tracking the entire way and is now getting closer. So it's Mr. Buff and Improbable. The two of them are right together. By My Standards is just in behind in third. Code of Honor is fourth, 3 lengths from the lead. And Tom's Data, 3/4 went in 1:13 and 1. Mr. Buff gives way, and Improbable is the leader as the field comes into the stretch. Then it is By My Standards, Mr. Buff, Code of Honor, and Tom's Data. It's Improbable in front inside the 8th pole. Improbable has built a 4-length lead. By My Standards, Tom's Data, Code of Honor. It's Improbable and Erod Ortiz Jr. to win the Whitney. By My Standards was second. A tough luck third for Tom's Data. Code of Honor was fourth, and the time was 1 minute, 48 and 3/5 seconds.
And it figures to be a great one here as Maximum Security steps up to the outside stall and goes in. They're all in line. They're off in the Breeders' Cup Classic. Higher Power was off to a slow start. Tis the Law broke very well, but will be taken back on the inside of Authentic, and Maximum Security is going up on their outside. But it's By My Standards, Global Campaign, Improbable outside of them. 3 to Tom's Deta, Title Ready, Tacitus, and the trailer is Higher Power. And the leader, as they race for the turn, is the Kentucky Derby winner. It's Authentic in front. Authentic runs by this opening quarter mile and moves into the clubhouse turn with a 2.5 length lead. His stablemate is second, Maximum Security. Tis the Law is pinned in third on the inside. Global Campaign is fourth, By My Standards is fifth. Improbable outside of horses 6 lengths off the lead. 3.5 back to Tom's Deta. The Title Ready. Tacitus on the outside. Higher Power is the trailer. Into the setting sun at Keeneland, the Breeders' Cup Classic field heads up the backstretch in pursuit of a Kentucky Derby winner. Authentic is on top, 1.5 lengths. On the outside is Maximum Security. Tis the Law continues to race on the rail. Not his favorite spot. He's down on the inside, just 2 lengths off the lead. Then Global Campaign. Improbable is there on the outside as they make their way for the turn. Then By My Standards. Tom's Deta's got 6 lengths to make up. Then Tacitus on the inside. Around the far turn. Authentic every step of the way so far. Global Campaign ridden to go. Improbable moves on the outside. Maximum Security's under pressure. Tis the Law has been angled to the outside. He's still about 5 behind. He is coming under a ride. Authentic is the one to catch. Global Campaign comes up on his outside. Improbable charges into the stretch 3 wide. Maximum Security on the rail. And they're into the stretch. And here comes Improbable after Authentic. The 2 Bob Baffert horses. Authentic digs in. Improbable to the outside second. Tis the Law trying to make a run down the center of the track. But it's Authentic in front. He won the Derby. He won the Breeders' Cup Classic. He's Authentic indeed. He won it by 2.5. And there was Improbable second, followed by Global Campaign in third.
In one of the deepest classic fields we have seen in